Genesis 6:9. This is the account of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Yeah, because of God only favored Noah, so made me try to find out what's really God's criteria, the standard to pick up what kind of people he want, and the only one to preserve the earth's seeds. From here, I read more about Noah, but not much about him. Only recorded his age, when he married, get a kid, and when he start to enter the ark, and something he was drunk in the vineyard. So not that much. I tried to form a picture, and right here there is his character about Noah was a righteous man. Righteous, I believe, in that time, doesn't mean he favor one side, is righteous. Is a more like a justified, and that kind of equal, in the middle, equal. So we can see like Noah is a Supreme Court judge. It fits his role as a high priest. You are a Supreme Court doing those things. But problem is when you blameless among those people, I'm kind of like I start to question his character. The reason is when God think everybody is evil, right? Everybody, talking about not one person, not 2 person, everybody, which means doesn't matter which party, right or wrong, they're all evil. But how could Noah make all evil blameless? Which means he made this side evil satisfy his decision. He made that side evil also not appeal his decision. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Is that kind of our brain, like a left brain and a right brain, and Noah is the middle of the bridge, center bra? I guess, I don't know. I just think, and he walk with God. When he walk with God, kind of like Enoch. In the Bible, Enoch, because he walked with God, so God took him when he 365 or 366. Why he let Noah live that long? So you walk with God doesn't mean what you will die early. You still might die late, right? So a lot of things doesn't make much sense. So what means walk with God? You walk back forth with God. You show up with God all the time. When God show up among those settlers, those settlements, Noah or Enoch, he went with God. So it's possible. So he's a high priest, and he has a certain social position, and people recognize him a lot. And what else I can see? He drunk, and he butt naked in the vineyard, was happy, and that's how I can tell. That's the person called righteous and the God love. I don't like this kind, because so many people you can find like nice, kind, and they don't say bad to either party. Okay, everybody blameless, and they pat their fat belly, drink Budweiser. Not Budweiser, maybe Hennigan. That's all I can form the image of Noah. Right here, I still try to figure out what's the criteria, what's the standard for God to pick a good person, a righteous. Because in here, the logical relationship to make Noah as a righteous because he's a blameless among the people. Well, firstly, people always have opinion regarding something, right? So doesn't matter how good you are, doesn't matter how you make them happy, the other party always will find something to say it. Just or does that mean we are so evil right now? Or that time people just so simple? I can't say, but when you say blameless, I just can't imagine. Doesn't matter what kind of decision Noah made it, what kind of favor Noah made it. All party will agree and say it's good. So that's called righteous. But remember, this is a evil. All God saw everybody are evils. All evil minds think about evil and corruption all the time. So how could corrupt and evil people will take justice, will just left one Noah among them? I just don't understand that part. Or I have one sudden kind of leap I thought about. So when you try to do something, when you try to prosecute someone, you don't have to give a detailed crime. You just call them you evil. You think about wicked things. And you are very, very bad. That's it. So you give a vague definition. And let the bullet fly, let the people think, let the imagination, people try to put all the crime above it. So I think God wants to wipe out the human being, not because of the really evil or wicked. But, well, you can call them wicked and evil, but that time it just named as wicked or evil. Because it's, think about it, evil and good are two different things in the universe. And hidest some power or some mysterious things in the universe. So it just represents two things, two directions, or two separate things. You can't say evil is bad. You can't say good is good. Just right now we use the word called good. We think it's good because it benefits us, it benefits most of the people, and make the social balance, the morality, everybody most people will accept. It's called good. It make the community, make us survive. The evil things is hard to accept and more. So it's just like we define, but I just hope at this moment I will not bound or limited by the word itself, because when God through those people write the Bible, use the word evil, that's way early that time, and I don't think He's gonna put the detailed evil things into it. When you prosecute someone, that time just, well, he's bad people, he against us, he's evil. That's the best thing, the best title to put on and to prosecute. So I believe God picked Noah. The reason is because he is I'd rather say useless. Useless. Useless equal to blameless. Because Noah is more like a left side say, Noah, do this, make this decision. Okay, I follow you. I follow. Okay, I say it. Then another party say, just do this. Tell people this way. Okay, sure, no problem. That's in my image. That's Noah. That's his character. That's why God picked Noah, because Noah is simple enough. His brain is simple enough to manipulate. When I keep thinking that how God's define the people, human on the earth, He think everyone, all of them are evil, and He think they thought about bad things, violence all the time, right? He gonna wipe out. It's a massive killing. But right here, I still question this kind of action. Firstly, we have kids born every second, right? We have a baby in the belly before born, right? Do you think that they think about violence? They are acting violence. They think about evil, or you think they are evil? It's ridiculous. So the way God see the world is wrong, and or should I say, the statement in Bible there they try to tell is wrong. Secondly, if you think everybody is evil, but someone is righteous, how could one righteous stand within all evils and to be a one blameless? What about Noah, his 3 sons? What about his wife? So if you want to say Noah's family, that's different. But you want to say just Noah, that's the one person. So why God want to save Noah's family? His 3 sons, 1 son is bluffing, deceiving, lie, right? Shame. Another Ham, local, hot, impulsive, right? Wife, Namai, believe she's very, very outgoing, and she loved to pleasing men. Maybe she had a more relationship with one man. So consider violence. I don't know how violence that time people. Right now we have violence. We have a nuke. We have all kinds of killing right now, every day, everywhere, every moment, and consider evil things. Well, yes, global, wild. So, what evil and wicked right now can be, and also what kids, what infant, those will pose any threat to God. Why He wants to wipe them out? Even He made an excuse. Oh yeah, because the evil and something will inherit, will pass to next generation. But you know what? What about Noah? Still will pass down. Why you keep one gene? It supports my theory because there are not many gene sample available. To keep a gene sample or to preserve gene sample across the universe, it's not that easy. It's expensive. Yeah. So since God, He is almighty, He knows everything. Definitely He knows those words, corruption, violence, those vague define, will cause arguments, right? Will cause so many arguments. He definitely knew today I will question this. You will question this also. But why he still through his breeze let the people roll down this? Even the translation little bit off, but indeed those accusations are vague. That time he just tell people, your guys are bad, and you all need to be wiped out. I need to reset everything. So why he want to show his cruel face? Why he want to tell us about this one and the left all the arguments? That's it's a jump, okay? It's a jump. My thoughts, it's a jump. But firstly, we need to have know this. God or gods, they live very long. Not like 1,000 years, 2,000 years. They might live million years. So time for them is really not big issue. Second thing is they are big based on the ancient time, the giants, and the way the performance, those things, they are giants. So for us, we are kind of like ants or grasshopper for them. So that's the second thing. Third thing is they are more spiritual formed. They can perform many things through the will, through the words. They don't have to do physically touching. So that's their character. They're like a principle of view the world through the word. So if you put yourself at that position, if you're dealing with earth, just like right now we're dealing with a fire ant's net, I can put a melted aluminum into it, make an art. I don't care like how many ants in there, how many good ants, bad ants, it doesn't matter to me, But we are useful ants from the very far beginning, because when God said create like us, like our images, it served for certain purpose. Even when Adam feel frustrated, God has to create a woman and set up a wisdom through life through a testing trial for him. So this kind of lab rats or those kind of ants are useful. Also another thing is the gene sample for God, for heavens they brought, it's not that sufficient, because across deep space it's a condition, So for him, when he want to wipe out everything, well, we have a memory, right? Definitely we have a memory. So he used those vague words and left one family or very small amount of people. So those words, eventually people will lost the definition, will lost the detail of the events. Those vague words will cover the whole truth, and the ants will continue populate, and until someday we became some useful things for them. Think about the last of the Bible. What God wants. He doesn't want all souls. He wanted some souls. Specify 7 tribes, how many numbers. He wanted purified, useful souls. That's he need. Kind of like you're doing a test. Most of the sample just throw away. You just need to purify and after vacuum, after evaporate the residue. That's it. That's all he wants. So, but before that, you need a monk. You need us populate for a couple thousand years, 10,000 years, reach certain amount. That's all I can think at this point. Now I understand why right here God pick up Noah. The reason is because God can pick up anyone as long as he pick. So he can pick John, he can pick Tabelas, he can pick Sari, he can pick Yamamoto, doesn't matter. It's just like he pick anyone he think he favors. So that's the point. He just needs someone to carry the gene so he can start test again. Well, it's I don't like this kind of answer or this kind of this kind of finding. I don't. But what can we say? We can. Right now, the more I read the Bible, the more the sensation of hopeless, meaningless, and sad. Yeah, I feel like a jail, a huge jail. We are in a jail. We are the maggots. We are the lab rats, and we're trapped inside this prison. This huge prison. Well, but I gotta keep going because even it is a big shithole, even I'm at the deep bottom of something, I did my best. I tried to climb to see what's over there, and maybe the truth will crush me, or maybe the truth will make me feel like a shit. But at least I will clearly see I am a shit instead of I don't know what I am. Yeah, I will keep going for next sentence. I keep thinking and checking some material whether the early time, whether they are violent and corrupted human beings. Actually, they are not. They are highly civilized. They have laws for widows. They have a law for divorce. And how can you imagine a place who take care of the widows, who will have the justice for divorce for women, show the respect, and how could you define them as evil or violence? And when both parties led Noah as a judge, right? Obey the decision. They call him. They let him do this job. They have the fairness to the divine. So how could you call this evil? Because when Noah is blameless, which means he accepted by both parties. Doesn't matter you against God or love God, doesn't matter you right or wrong. The decision he made, what he did, people will follow. So they have the fairness. And when you have the fairness, you actually below, you are in the low hierarchy. So even there is some kind of evil things, they are not total evil. They have a much higher evil, right? Also, we see like the violence things. When you have the law, when you have the take care widow, when you have take care like a divorce, those kinds of things, how could you call this violence? Then I keep thinking why God wants to erase all the birds, all the animals. That's my another jump, okay? But I believe this makes more sense because before the Great Flood, it's 100,000 years, right? And I think the third day when they dump, how should I say the word? They dump the gene sample collected from the universe or from the previous universe, they create animals and the birds, right? And actually, those animals, some, they are not just animals. They might become a fairy, might become elf, might become dublin, or might like a monster, those kinds of things. Because see, there is a farmed animal and a wild animal. So wild animal could be the species, could be the parts. They can have a like more semi-human or they can talk, they can think. Also, when those animals, when the earth has like a fully support this creation, those species lost control. So eventually the violence is between all species, between the demons, humans, animals, all those, even so, but none of them, I would say none of them will follow heaven's order. Or at this moment, heaven is a really small portion. They have their own settlements, but very small portion of it. So that makes sense. God talk about the earth is a big mess, it's lost control, full of violence and the corruption. The corruption mostly is money or bribe, but I don't know. That time, it's what can bribe 300,000 years? There are so many things: gold, jewelry. I can't imagine that picture, but I can imagine the fighting, the resource, the territory. That's a lot. So, in order for heaven to gain the control, they rather reset everything. Reset. So they rather lost most of the species. They keep some species. Yeah. As long as the human, which heaven's image, they just want this most majority parts. The rest, it's careless.